Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Afromat podcast. I'm your host, Afromat, and once again with me, my co-host, it's Nick. Mick, 1 year. Nick, this is episode number 52. How do you feel?
I'm so excited. I can barely contain myself.
I can hear the excitement in your voice. I feel
I'm
like
so excited.
yeah, it's hype. I can tell. Yeah. I mean, 52. It's not necessarily technically 1 year. It's just 52 episodes. I think if you did the math, we're probably at like a year and like 2 months maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I think maybe a year and 1 month, but we're going to call it a year just because 52 weeks, an episode every week, 52, 1 year. Our 1 year episode today happens to also be close to Christmas. This comes out after Christmas, but Nick, how was your Christmas? Tell me a little bit about it. This
It
will be
was
our story
amazing.
time.
It was amazing. You may notice my mic
What do you,
quality is a little better.
Oh, you got a mic for Christmas. You
I
got
got a
that
better mic.
podcast clout.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better
Nice.
for recording purposes, for podcasting, gaming, music, everything you could want.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
everything.
I got an Amazon gift card. That's about it.
That's about it. That was your
That's about it.
Christmas.
I got a Sonic gift card.
So you went out of state, or where'd you go?
Yes.
You went to KC.
Fucking KC repping.
Ah, what did you get that for Christmas? That's a cool KC shirt.
No,
Oh,
I just have
okay,
it.
okay. You got that leather jacket?
Got this leather jacket, not as a present.
Oh,
I bought it for myself.
yeah. I feel like you get a lot of like random gifts. Like you got your guitar and your jacket, but those weren't
Well,
necessarily Christmas, right?
they said it was for Christmas and my birthday because they didn't do anything with me for like 3 years.
They gave you that combo deal. They're like, this is for
Yeah.
Christmas, birthday,
They're
your
like,
your wedding.
usually we would give you some leftover chicken liver, but we've missed it for 3 years.
They start stacking up. They're just like, yeah, this is a big purchase. So this is for
I should
Christmas, your
just
wedding, your
be like,
next
when I
four
get married,
birthdays.
be like, don't give me any presents, and when I turn like 50, just retire for me.
Oh,
Just give me.
oh, I see. Their gift was so good that they get to retire for you. You're paying them in their retirement. It's kind of like the
Sure,
government.
that's what I meant. I know I meant give me enough money to retire, but
Oh, how much is enough money to retire? What do you
it
think?
depends on your lifestyle.
Lifestyle,
If you're homeless, none.
dude. Half those people are in retirement.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
they're
what. That's
retired.
what.
They
That's what.
probably only got like a year left on their life anyway.
That's what retirement looks like in California. If you don't make it as a actor, you retire your acting career and go straight into a homeless camp.
Yeah, camp or tent
Or tent or tent
or you
city.
steal less than $900 worth of merch
Oh,
and
dude,
get away
no,
with it.
dude. You know what's actually that kind of brings me to dude. Have you seen all these smash and grabs? They're called smash and grabs. Have you seen those? It's
No.
like a trend crossing the city. I'm gonna get back to the stories, but I wanted to play this video because it's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's humorous. This is the state of the news.
More smash and grab robberies hitting retailers right before the
Can you
busy
hear that?
holiday rush. The latest
Okay.
Saturday near San Francisco. 80 thieves running into a Nordstrom, stealing goods and smashing shelves.
Probably saw 50 to 80 people in like ski masks, crowbars, like a bunch of weapons. They were looting the Nordstrom right here.
Officers stopping one car, arresting a man and woman. A third suspect caught on foot.
I thought maybe they were
This
gonna start
is
beating cars.
crazy.
Like, I had to start locking the front door, lock the back door.
A day earlier in San Francisco, more than $1 million in merchandise was stolen after thieves broke into several stores.
That's a Louis
But critics
Vuitton.
say there's a lack of accountability with the system letting criminals back onto the street. That's causing this problem. One of the people arrested for Friday's break-ins was also arrested in March on a gun charge.
We have to ensure there's consequences for this and that we won't tolerate this type of behavior.
Walgreens is already closing several San Francisco stores after videos of brazen shoplifters went viral, including video appearing to show a man riding his
Security
bike out
grabbed
of
the
a store
bag.
with a bag
And then he
full of
grabbed it back and
stolen
just
items.
left.
The Chicago area has also been hit hard. Just last week, 14 suspects ran into this Louis Vuitton store, grabbing $120,000 in purses and other items before fleeing in getaway cars.
Once they entered the store, they pulled out the garbage bags from their coats and started filling them with merchandise.
Police say the store security guard was on break.
So, I mean, that is the state
I mean, what
of,
was he gonna do? What was he
I
gonna
mean-
do anyway?
But remember, like 4 podcasts ago, where we were talking about looting, we said what was the best thing to do would be to go to a Louis Vuitton store, grab like 8 things, and walk out with 20 grand.
And they did it.
Well, not only, I mean, 80
guys that
people,
are on the
dude,
street like that?
80 people coordinated. I want to know.
That's
80
that's more
people.
money.
80 people coordinated a smash and grab at a Nordstrom. And I just love that saying, smash and grab. It's just it just encapsulates the last essence of our country is just a smash and grab. Even all these
It's just was that in Cali?
Cali, Chicago, New York, you know, the usuals.
Yeah. California is fucked.
Dude,
Now a lot of these places, I don't know if you've heard about this, but some places are really struggling, and they're reversing their defund the police movement in a lot of these places. What was the city that George Floyd died in?
Minnesota?
No, it was Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, yes. Yeah.
They're having a big problem. More and more police walked out, and they're trying to get more funding for the cops again.
Who cares?
I don't.
They
I
need
just think it's funny.
Someone needs to learn the
Look-
hard way. Look, if you get rid of the actual police, guess what you get? You get private police, which is just like you know, Kanye West has a private fire department that he uses to protect his house from California wildfires. That's what's going to happen if you abolish the police. You will have private police forces guarding houses and patrolling the streets. I don't know if that's what we want. But on the point of smash and grab, that's what a smash and grab looks like if you're poor. The smash and grab that is currently happening with the rich it's like a smash and grab. Everyone feels like the country's going to implode or explode or on the brink of a civil war. The rich are just smashing and grabbing everything. So imagine what's a good analogy? So I guess okay, real estate. Real estate is the Nordstrom. Rich people there's 80 rich people that get together and they enter the real estate market, smash and grab. They come in with their crowbar and they have their thing. And they're smashing and grabbing and they're buying up random pieces of property in these random places that they have no intentions of living in. The country's ending, and everyone's in a smash and grab. NFT people. I mean, Gary Vee's he's a grifting smash and grabber professional.
Don't look up that new movie on Netflix.
Oh,
It's really good. I saw you look up.
what is it? What's it about? Don't Look Up?
So there's a comet. They discover a comet. Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence, who's one of his
Oh.
students,
I saw an
and
ad for that.
the
yeah.
president plays him down and won't do it. And then the equivalent of Mark Zuckerberg in the movie comes and says they canceled the mission that was going to save it. Spoiler alert. Skip ahead like literally 1 minute.
Wait. I can't skip ahead in IRL.
Okay, but Mark
Okay,
Zuckerberg.
okay. So Mark
basically
Zuckerberg.
is like, well, we found out that this comet's worth a shit ton of money because it's got minerals. So they
So
canceled
they're gonna
the
let
mission.
They're gonna let it crash.
Yeah, but they're like, we can split it up into separate parts with our nuke, and the mission may or may not fail, and everyone may or may not live
Oh,
because of capitalism.
nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I love that, like, even like everyone's against capitalism, but I can go on Twitter right now and buy anti-capitalistic merch, right?
On Twitter.
Well, I mean, like, there's like accounts like there's like hashtag um anti-capitalism and stuff. You go on their thing and they're like link in bio, buy some merch. It's like, okay, well, it's just such a it's
It's a money grab.
it's a smash
They
and
just
grab.
found their niche. They
It's-
found their niche. They're like trying to be successful. What is it? They're like, oh,
Everyone's smashing and grabbing.
everyone's like a communist right now. So I'm gonna make some commie merch, and then people are gonna buy it.
Dude, if you ever see anyone in their room that has a communist flag hanging from their wall, they bought that from someone selling it. That wasn't given
Yeah.
to them.
They didn't just
But
find it.
They didn't
They
just
didn't weave it themselves.
They didn't make
I
it.
doubt they know anything about fabric.
They bought that. And I know I don't know. It's just like I've almost like I used to actually kind of get myself into a funk and be like kind of sad and downtrodden with the way the world's going. And recently I've accepted that the government is forcing us closer and closer to inside of our homes, and that's where we're going to probably stay for the future. And of course there'll be fun things to do like the metaverse, and I've accepted that, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I've accepted that. The NFT world is a smash and grab, granted, but it's a smash and grab. Look, all those people, none of those people are in jail. 80 of those people went in. You don't think they got all 80 of them? No, it's a smash and grab. It's fun. Join the Discord. You join the Discord and you come, and they're like smash and grab at Nordstrom's at 5, and you're like, hey honey, are you thinking about maybe we should hit up the smash and grab? It's a fun event.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun smash and grabs represent the end of the world, but they're fun. Nick, wouldn't you love those like chambers where you get to just smash shit?
Yeah.
That's
but then you
fun.
get to actually leave with Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, so you get to smash stuff and grab stuff that is worth.
You get to smash stuff and not work for like 5 years.
Yeah. That's fun.
I think we should take a trip to LA.
I mean, I want to know where these people are coordinating these things, because there probably is literally, the funniest part is that there's probably a smash and grab Discord or something where these people are gathering, right? I mean, how else do these people coordinate 80 people? I can't even coordinate 6 of my family members. 80 people are coordinated on a group crime effort.
It's their passion. They have a YouTube channel.
They built
it's like top 10.
They built a
top
brand.
10 pro tips and tricks to climb the smash and grab rank.
Yeah. They're like, all right, so what you're going to want to go through first is you're going to get a ski mask and some gloves. Rookie mistake is not going in with no gloves, because that's how they get you. Anyways.
Tip number 9. Bring a bike
Tip
and
number
a trash
9.
bag.
Yeah, they'll pull you over if you're in a car. Oh, yeah,
They
the
can't
trash
pull you
bag's
over if
big.
you're on a bike.
I think the trash bag... No, you know what you got to do? Like, if I'm white, I join a smash and grab. I'm just going to pretend I live in the apartment and I'm taking out the trash, right?
Right. Oh, dress up in a janitor and like
Dude,
a dumpster man.
dress as a dumpster man.
But you have that trash bag on one arm, but you also have a mop bucket you've left outside the store.
Yes, or you steal the store's mop bucket.
Right.
Yeah,
So you change into that really fast before the police get there, and then you've got your trash bag.
yeah, and they're like,
Mop
sir,
bucket.
why are you cleaning? There was just a massive smash and grab. And you're like, well, someone's got to clean up all this glass. And then
Yeah.
the cop's like, all right, keep it up. And
They're
then when
like, wow, a good guy.
a good guy, he's like, they're like, hey man, you can take the day off, and you're like, thanks.
And then they're like, wait, this guy doesn't even work here. I'm like, yeah, this is community service. I saw you
This
needed
is
help.
Smash
Like,
and
didn't I
grab.
see that mop bucket outside like 10 minutes before this happened?
Yeah.
No.
Oh man, I just love smash and grabs, bro. Smash and grab. They're kind of like stick and move, kind of like grifters, you know, like the snake oil salesman. They land, they sell some shit, smash and grab a town, and leave. Leave with all their snake oil. They're stick and move type grifters. I love them. They're the type of people that I love.
I wonder how easy it is to kind of fence that stuff off.
I mean, you could just put fake merchandise on the shelf.
No, I mean, like, when I say fence, I mean, like, sell it to somebody. Sell your stolen goods.
I get what you're Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like, because people look for that. One of the first things that people do is if their bike gets stolen, they just go look on Craigslist, and they almost always find it.
Really?
People just steal stuff to sell. And they'll be like, "Can I take it on a test ride?" And they're like, "Sure." And then you just leave. You just take the bike back.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's the best way to counter a smash and grab is smash and grab your own stuff back.
Yeah.
Imagine.
You smash and grab their house. You meet them at their house to buy the stuff, and then you smash and grab their house.
Yeah. Under law, you're allowed to break and enter if you
like,
suspect they stole something.
They're like, you can smash and grab and not get charged for it. There was freaking one. I think this was in Chicago. I don't know if you've heard about this. You might have heard this one.
Okay.
Where
ready?
like 4 people died and like 76 rounds went off and nobody was charged in anything. Nobody caught any charges.
It's hard to charge anyone in a smash and grab because there's
this
like
was murder. They had everybody.
People.
They knew everybody that was involved and nobody
Oh.
got charged. Like, that's just how lax. It's like how bad these crime cities are.
Oh my god. I don't even want to get started on the mayor of Chicago. Have you seen her?
She looks good.
Dude, well, let me see if I can't find a clip of this menace. That's the only word to describe her, though. She truly is a menace. Mayor, her name's like Laura Lightfoot or something.
Lori
Lightfoot. I mean, she is a absolute menace. 3 hours ago. Here's a good one. This is from 2 days. 2 days ago.
Joyous Kwanzaa, Chicago.
I mean, can you see her? Joyous Kwanzaa, Chicago.
Amy and I wish to extend a very beautiful and prosperous.
So I think
Kwanzaa.
this is her wife. So they're in a gay relationship, which I'm all for. But what I'm shitting on is
that?
I mean, it could be a guy. It looks like Jim Carrey, but and I guess Beetlejuice.
To all
That's
of you
fucked up.
celebrating this season.
As you light the candles and gather in unity, we hope your holiday is filled with rejoicing and happiness.
The 7 principles of Kwanzaa guide us.
All right, we gotta shut this bitch up. I mean, she's an actual menace
Okay.
to society. And she tweeted something out. She tweeted something. I don't. Do I have the Twitter here? She tweeted something very threatening. Let me see. Lori Lightfoot tweet. I mean, it was pretty threatening towards the unvaccinated people. Oh man, I wish I could. I mean, she is just an absolute menace. She says, okay, here's the tweet. Found it. Okay. Lori Lightfoot. She said, Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Okay.
So here
To
it is.
put
I
to
found
to put it
something to
simply,
say.
to put it simply, if you are living, okay, I'm gonna. To put it simply, if you have been living vaccine free, your time is up. If you wish to live life as with the ease to do things you love, you must be vaxxed. The health order may pose an inconvenience to the unvaccinated, and in fact, it is inconvenient by design. I mean, that combined with Biden saying it's going to be a grim winter for the unvaccinated, full of death and what did he say?
Death and illness.
Death and illness. Great. I love when my president says I'm gonna have a long winter of death and illness. Like this is a book from a George R.R. Martin book.
So this thing I was talking about, I found it. It happened in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about Lori Lightfoot in a second here. 70 casings look like to be found on the ground. I'm on chicago.suntimes.com. I'm assuming it's like a Chicago, like just news
website.
Like
the Chicago Tribune or something.
So one guy dead. They started shooting at a brick house. The people in the house shot back. They took him to court. Nobody was charged.
Jesus.
Mayor Lori Lightfoot and 5 West Side aldermen sent a letter to Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx asking her to reconsider the decision not to bring felony charges, giving these kinds of violent offenders a pass when their crime is fully captured on video and with police on the scene is simply unacceptable. So they had the evidence against the guys, and nobody was charged. And Lori Lightfoot in her crime city is like, dude, you got to put those guys away, bro.
Dude, that lawyer must be so good. You have,
for real,
dude. You have you have literal visual video evidence of the crime being committed, and you have to defend against that. And he won, and not a single one of his people got any sort of jail time.
Came back from the Louis Vuitton store and used all their money on the guy that defended Kyle Rittenhouse. I mean, you didn't really need to be that great of a lawyer.
I mean, the Kyle Rittenhouse, the person prosecuting that was actually so retarded.
Brain dead.
The second you bring up Call of Duty, your argument's actually retarded.
So your TikTok is 4 doors, more whores?
Dude.
So you shot him in cold blood.
Oh, God. I like that we could talk about Kyle Rittenhouse because he was proven in court to be not guilty, so it's not even...
No, and anybody freaking out and saying, like, once you sit down and look at the facts, they're like, oh, he had the gun illegally. No, he didn't. Oh, he wasn't allowed to legally carry the gun. Yeah, he was.
Oh, God, it's so stupid. Okay, let me get back to real quick my Christmas. My Christmas was pretty busy. My parents are divorced, so I get 2 of them, and I have a girlfriend, so
parents?
I got 3. No, what? No, I got 2 Christmases. So, Christmas this year with my dad, we had it at his shop because I just sold the house. I sold his house, so we went to the shop, the thrift shop that he owns.
Yeah.
So we had our Christmas there, Christmas morning, and then after that, at night, we went to my mom's and we had like Christmas dinner there. And then the next morning, had Christmas part 2 with my mom, and then I after that, so we opened presents and whatever, and then I went to Tasha's, my girlfriend, her family. They were doing like a Christmas party thing the day after Christmas, and I mean, her family is like, a lot of her family's from California, so I guess you can say our ideals don't align 100% on everything. So it was like I would, and you know me, I state my mind. I'll say it to your face if I think if your argument's stupid, I'll straight up tell you why your argument's bad. But so one of her, I think it's her aunt, is a social worker and like a feminist queen, and so
she's the queen of them.
Yeah,
one of the queens. You said a feminist queen.
Yeah, she's one of them. She represents for the girls out there, and she's like, one of the like kind of an uber liberal type, and I get the vibe that she just does not like me, because she would bring up things like, we were playing this trivia game, right? And some of the questions were like, one of the questions was, so how it's like it's a trivia game where you have to guess the answer, and whoever's closest without going over, kind of like The Price is Right. One of the questions was, in ounces, how much heavier is a man's brain than a woman's? And she just like instantly, she's like, I'm like,
Wow.
it was kind of funny. And then there was another question where they're like, how many terms did FDR serve, Franklin Delano Roosevelt? Because he served 3 terms during war times. And she's like, thank God Trump didn't do a 3rd term. And I'm like, well, first off, he didn't do a 2nd. I'm like, it would be really bad if Biden, Biden's not going to live that long. But, I mean, I just let her know. Oh, my God. And then Tasha's grandma's like constantly wearing a mask. The only one in the household. The only one with a mask. Like it does something. Like if any of us had COVID, she's protected because she's the only one with a mask. It's just like, I mean, I really just can't anymore. If they listen to this podcast, I mean, it's over for me. But I've sealed my coffin. But I mean, the mask is really dumb. That's the same grandma. Did I tell it on the story where I was sitting next to her on the car ride all the way to South Carolina?
Oh yeah.
And she told me, she's like, I don't know how we got into the conversation about vaping, but she's like, I'm like, yeah, I've vaped a few times. I'm like, yeah, I used to do it, not a lot, but I used to vape every now and then. She's like, yeah, I really don't trust vapes. There's just not a lot of long-term studies on it. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, did you get the vaccine? And she's like, yeah, Johnson & Johnson both times. I'm like, oh. And I just like stopped talking to her for like an hour out of the car ride. I'm like, okay. I mean, like, obviously, it's so hard to have a conversation with someone like this. It's just like, things just don't add up. But yeah, so that was my Christmas. Pretty packed Christmas. I haven't really had time. I got some Legos, but I just like, it was like Christmas on Saturday, Christmas on Sunday, and then I work on Monday. So I've not had time to like mentally unpack from Christmas. You need that day. The Sunday's important. But I had no Sunday. My Sunday was Monday. It's unfortunate. But anyways, so this is episode 52. So I went back into the catacombs of some of the old podcasts, and I found some of the best, some of the most iconic curations of TikToks. So we're going to take a walk through memory lane, through some old TikToks. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm excited.
You might remember some of these. Let's see. Let's go with I forgot which one of these is the oldest. I think this one is
I recognize some of them.
Yeah, you should. These are iconic ones. So this was the name of one of our episodes, actually. This one made it to the You remember this one?
I'm one extra mile.
So, all right, let's just let it roll.
See this? White. See this? White. Shoot. White master. White master farts matter to me. You hear me? White farts master matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
White matter farts matter to me. White male fart master matters to me.
I don't know where she got melt.
White fart master. White master fart.
Dude, you ever read a book when you're really tired?
That's how it is.
Dude, that's how it is when you try to read a book when you're really tired. You're like rereading the same sentence 18 times.
Yeah, like you just go through a page and read it, and then you're like, I don't even know what
I
I
don't
just
even
read.
know what
Like,
just
I
happened.
know what every word means, but I just did not process any of that.
Yeah, she's not processing a lot, I don't think.
Matters to me. See? I want y'all to get a bold part of this. This time,
I'm going the extra
Oh
mile.
yeah, and we never knew the context for that. That's the best part.
Yeah, we
We
knew.
don't know why she's doing it or what she's doing.
Yeah, we thought it was some sort of
Like is this
sexual...
something that her kid, maybe her kid, wrote this and say, "Look, TikTok, this is what my son did at school and got in trouble for.
Okay.
Look what he did. White matter. White. It's a good thing he went to school."
White master farts matter to me. That is a tough sentence to say, granted, but I mean, it's not a minute of failure hard. All right.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the first Gary Vee clips that we ever brought up here.
Oh yeah, doesn't he fuck the kid here? Like, I'm pretty sure he fucking rips off the kid.
Okay.
I sure do. I need to buy a lot of lemonade from you.
How many lemonade?
I'll take one. Thank you, brother. How much is that?
It's usually 150 if you buy a cookie.
Well, I don't want a cookie, but I'm gonna give you 20, and you're gonna give me a 10 back. I'm gonna pay $10 because this looks like real. This looks like real lemonade. Awesome. Hello.
Hi.
I'm interested in a large lemonade, please.
Large lemonade is excuse me.
Can I give you $20 for a large lemonade? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Keep the change.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day. You're welcome. We'll be supporting that 25-cent man. I'll take a cup, buddy. Keep the change.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Got to support the original hustle, you know what I mean? Look at the pouring skills. The extra lemons in this bowl is really good marketing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Caught my eye. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That kid doesn't know he's next to a legend.
He didn't rip anybody off. He's being a very
No, he
generous
definitely
Gary.
ripped that first kid off.
How'd he rip the kid off?
He asked for a 10 back.
Yeah, but he
gave
handed
the
him
kid
a 20.
I know. And then the second kids, he handed a 20 and said, "Keep the change."
Well, he didn't like the first one as much.
Okay. Still, if
But he said,
he's
he's got enough money. He's like, "You're gonna give me a 10."
Yeah.
Listen here, you little shit.
Yeah, he said this lemonade's not good enough for the full 20. You're gonna give me 10 back on this one. You think that kid even made $10 that day to have change to give back?
Probably not. He probably cried and had to go ask his mom.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, mommy,
There's
this
guy
guy's asking."
outside. He said, "You're gonna give me a 10."
He said, "Who do you love the most in your family?" He said, "Imagine them dying every day when you wake up." That's an iconic clip too. I'll pull that in a second.
I never see lemonade stands.
Yeah, I don't know where he's finding all these lemonade stands.
Yeah. I want to just do Gary Vee. Did you see the one of him buying Hot Wheels?
Hot Wheels?
He went to a garage thing and he's like, "How much?" And the guy's like, 50 cents a piece. And he's like, "Tell you what,
I'll do 50 for the whole bottle."
No, he's like, "I'll give you $10 for like 200 Hot Wheels." And he's like, "All right." He's like, "I could tell these are all old." And he pulled them out and he's like, "Let me just look them up." And then just the two that he randomly picked out, looked up the price on eBay and they're going for like $30.
Yeah.
There was one where he was like, it was like this mini go-kart and he's like, "Oh, I was hoping to get $100 out of it."
Oh, I think I saw that one.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh man,"
and he's walking
and
away.
like he's really upset, and then he
Yeah.
comes back and he's like, "Hey, 50," and he's like, "Okay."
Yeah, and then he drives away with it, and then who knows what he does with it? He probably puts it in a fucking landfill. He just did it for the content.
You found it. You found the torture device.
I did.
Bro.
I found it. This is a classic video. Classic. I found it deep in the catacombs of hell. I trudged for this, dude. I slaved to find this clip. This is an iconic clip. Here we go. Jesus Christ.
I love that.
Oh my god, dude. Every single limb being yanked at the same time. That contraption's hardcore too.
That's some good popping. You think he got taller? He might have.
Dude, I think he may have had a double dislocation. Oh, here's an old one. I'm trying to work backwards here from... You remember this one. This one's old.
This is what you want.
Oh.
Do that. Write it on a piece of paper, find a shadow, put it on the fucking ground, put it in the shadow, and call the shadow people towards you. They will do one of two things, give you good luck or bad luck.
So, and this was the guy that was playing guitar saying he wanted to kill himself.
Yeah. Yep. Same dude. He's had a good
So the
journey.
shadow people gave him bad luck.
I mean, I'd say net over the whole year, probably bad luck. Yeah. Unfortunately, he seems to have been having a rough year.
You know, he might be doing better if he did something about the hair on his chin.
The goatee, yeah. It really,
It's like,
goatee's
I
a
don't know what
tough
that is.
look.
That guy, like that, it's just on his chin, but it's long and it's not full. It's
That's
like,
the original-
Do you see the patch? Do you see the patch in the middle of it? It's like there's barely anything there, but there's that bald spot too.
This is the original goatee because it's literally like what a goat has. Goat. He is the goat. All right.
Goatee.
This is an old clip. First showed up on one of our old episodes. Maybe, I think.
And we need to be.
Okay. So this is a classic
need to
AOC. This is probably around before the election when AOC wasn't a thing.
And we need to be really blowing up our elected officials' offices.
Dude, she is based. That's based. Based in anarchy pilled.
Did you see the new Matrix?
I have not. Have you?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it like 2 days ago.
Was it good? No.
It was okay.
I heard it was kind of
cool.
I heard it was kind of bad. I heard
I don't
the
know
fight
if
the fight choreography I heard was kind of bad. I heard that Neo never picks up a gun in the whole movie. Is that right?
Wow. I didn't think about that.
Is that right?
It's trippy. It's trippy and kind of fucked up, but I mean, like, you already know what's going on from the very beginning, except you're just kind of like, what?
Okay, wait. So when I watched the trailer for that, it seemed like it was just kind of Matrix 1 completely remastered. Like it's like the same plot points, like he finds out about someone frees him from the...
I mean, yeah, he's in the Matrix, but he's a famous game developer.
And the game that he made is the Matrix?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. And so let me try to guess the ending. So
Okay.
Just based off of what I've seen on the trailer, Morpheus from outside, Morpheus 2, he's still black, just a different Morpheus.
Yeah. Why don't
they hire the same?
Why did they just get the guy?
I don't.
They got Keanu Reeves. They're already in all the John Wick movies together.
The dude was already in John Wick. Yeah, he's the Birdman in John Wick. Like he's alive. It still acts. But so Morpheus Light comes in and I'm gonna guess frees
Morpheus. Walmart Morpheus.
Dude. Wish. Morpheus from Wish, bro.
Yeah, Wish.com Morpheus.
So Morpheus comes and gives him a little message to follow the White Rabbit again. I'm guessing he follows a White Rabbit, and just like in the Matrix 1, he finds out that there's more to this world, and he offers him the red pill or the blue pill. He chooses it's the red pill, right? That makes him, yeah.
Red pill lets you see the truth.
So he chooses the red pill, and Morpheus is like, "Hey man, let me get you out of here," or whatever. So they take him out, and he's taken out of the Matrix, and he sees that not only is he in the Matrix, but right next to him is Trinity in the Matrix. So he unplugs her, and then they engage in intercourse.
And then the credits roll.
And then the credits roll.
That's
That's
was
it.
probably 1/8 accurate.
I'll take it. 1/8 for just a trailer. Pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, so he's got a therapist that convinces him he's crazy when he's saying, like, So he has these panic attacks.
Oh, I did see
where-
that therapist in
where
the
his
trailer.
It's Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil
And, like,
Patrick
there's-
Harris. Okay, here's my theory on that. Neil Patrick Harris is the new Mr. Anderson. What's that guy's name?
No.
The Agent Cooper.
Anderson Smith.
Agent Smith. That's the new Agent Smith. He's undercover as his therapist because he knows that he's the chosen Matrix man.
I'm
Neo.
not gonna tell you if that's right or
Okay.
wrong.
All right. That's my theory on that.
As I mean, I would tell you, but I don't want anyone listening.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Matrix is popular.
Yeah, Matrix is popular. I'm gonna guess that this one won't be as popular. Just because it's no one really needed a fourth one. You know what's so scummy though? They said this movie was gonna happen with or without the original writers. So the writers are like, okay, we have no choice but to really join. So it at least has our feeling, right?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, dude. To take someone's art and say, yeah, this is happening with or without you, so might as well join. They're like, well, I guess we're doing Matrix 4 for no reason. Let's see. Oh, here's an old one. So it's from that classic song. A remix on a popular song.
Oh, bro, it's you.
1 year of podcasting, bro. That hit you in your feels, bro?
No. That's
No?
that man, that's a frat boy. That's a frat man.
Oh, bro, it's you. That not hit you, bro?
No.
Damn.
No, it didn't.
All right. It's actually been a good year for songs, dude. We got some epic songs. Let's check this one out. This one's a classic.
This was the cringe.
This, I mean, no, you gotta watch this.
I wanna put
No,
my
no, we
headphones
gotta
off.
watch this, bro. This was when the first vaccine
They're coming
came
for
out.
your kids.
So this is the gay chorus on TikTok. San Francisco. Yum. Doesn't hurt at all. I still know the words, baby. To go. Gotta make time to go. Don't worry. That seemed to be a kind of false. Gets rid of COVID. Still here.
Doesn't.
Still
There's
here.
actually a bunch of other stuff. You heard about the thing where it's like they give you the antibodies that's not the vaccine and you're immune for 8 months as opposed to 2.
The monoclonal antibodies.
Yeah.
That's what Joe Rogan's always been about. He's like, man, you gotta get the. What does Joe Rogan sound like? Hey, man, you gotta get the monoclonal antibodies.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Bro.
It's fucking sick.
Come on, bro. Yeah, you gotta get the monoclonal antibodies, man. What are you doing without those? I feel like he's always chewing. He's always
I
chewing.
don't think he is. I don't know where you get your idea of Joe Rogan.
He seems like he's always chewing. He's not necessarily making the chewing noise, but he's like
this. He's like, you got to get your monoclonal antibodies.
Yeah, man.
There's nothing to patch or upgrade, ever.
Yeah.
Athletic Greens.
Athletic Greens, dude. I love that, dude. I was listening to his one with Tim Dillon just yesterday, and that ad just hits so hard, bro.
I don't know if I listened to that.
That one's good. It's like 2 hours and 50
don't
minutes.
They start talking about Teslas.
They talk about. He goes hard into NFTs. Tim Dillon tries to make Rogan to make his own crypto coin called Rogue Coin. And Joe Rogan's like, dude, He's like, I don't even know what to do. He's like, you gotta. Tim Dillon's like, man, you gotta buy real estate. You gotta get in now. You're buying real estate in the real world. You're messing up. You gotta buy real estate in the metaverse.
It was Tesla stuff. He's like, you know what pisses me off? Tesla people. Tesla people, because they think they're like talking about we SpaceX, we that.
Oh yeah, yes.
He's like, what did you do?
Yeah. I watched that one. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
They were talking about Teslas. Let's see. What else do we get? Oh no, this is the one that you were talking about, where they come for your children. This was another good song, a classic
this is where
song.
They come for your kids?
Yeah, this is one where they're coming for your kids. This was probably.
Convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them. Your children will care about fairness and justice for others. Your children will work to convert all their sisters and brothers. Then soon we're almost certain your kids will start converting you. The gay agenda is coming home.
Love that. That's a good message too. It's a positive spin on a classic song. Actually, that might be an original. That's on Spotify. I'm getting it. But it actually reminds me of a couple songs that I forgot to mention today. We have I love songs, dude. Songs always just make everything so much better. So this was a couple days ago. This was December 23rd for Christmas. Before Christmas, a couple. So everyone in this video, they're all I guess there's a choir of healthcare workers.
My spirit falls again. Fill up the stockings. I might be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. We need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the window. Yes, we need a little Christmas.
They got one of everyone. They got a black, they got an Asian. The only white people are not wearing masks for some reason. Kind of weird, but a little weird. Only 2 people are white in this whole thing, and they're the only ones not wearing masks. You see that?
Yeah. What's up with that?
It's odd.
It's odd. Is that white privilege? Is that white privilege at work?
I'm not sure, but I think it was an accident.
No one's hooked up with mics.
Yeah. Yeah, so you think that they're just faking this? They're faking
They might have
singing.
just done it for the video. Like, I don't see,
I see.
unless they've got mics far away, but I wouldn't have seen how they would have gotten the woman's voice singing first so clear.
Yeah.
Unless they have, like, cop tech CIA shit.
Yeah, imagine singing through a mask. I need a little Christmas.
Yeah.
Right this very minute. I need a little Christmas. It sounds like Kenny. You know Kenny from South Park? Is that the kid with the hoodie on and it's always like zipped up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just now started watching South Park. See, I wasn't allowed to watch South Park as a kid, and now I'm starting to watch it. My brother wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob as a kid, and now he's starting to watch SpongeBob. See, this is how parents.
Watch SpongeBob.
Because it was quote unquote retarded comedy. It's retarded just because there's a retard Patrick in it. I assume.
They're all retarded. All kids shows are retarded.
I mean, I watch things like Phineas and Ferb. Those two aren't retarded. They're geniuses.
They're geniuses.
They're
Yeah.
geniuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I came out retarded, because I didn't watch retards. I didn't know what to avoid. Yeah, I'm done with this. But, I mean, if you guys want to watch the full video, feel free. It's just really awesome. We also got a nice Jimmy Fallon song for this Christmas. Featuring Ariana Grande and Megan Thee Stallion. There's Megan.
Ariana Grande and Jimmy Fallon. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah, I know.
Time to get those boosters.
He's still on it.
Christmas, we stayed in the house. We covered our nose and covered our mouth. But it's Christmas time. We'll be in line for a booster. It was a last Christmas. We opened a
I'm not gonna lie, this song, it makes me feel good. I like the song. It's a really catchy beat. I love the harmonics, and I love that Last Christmas. It's a good song.
In that Don't Look Up movie, Ariana Grande's in it, and she sings a song at the very end.
She sings this song?
No, she sings a
Oh,
song.
I
about
thought
the
you
end
meant
of
she
the
just
world.
starts singing in a line for a booster. All right, Ariana Grande. I mean, we know you can sing, okay? But I mean, we got a lot of cool songs. I think that's oh, how can we forget this song? This is a classic. Remember during like Rush Week, we kind of went down a rabbit hole of just getting these like weird chant for like sororities, but here was our favorite. I went through the podcast, and this was the one that we agreed on was the best. You remember these?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Sisters. Woo! That's the gates of hell.
That was.
Dude, imagine if you as a male walked into that sorority. Imagine the anxiety.
There's dudes that are into that though, and then there's
What?
dudes that'll turn and run the other way as fast as they can.
I mean,
If you open the door to that, there's dudes that are like, hell yeah, Delta
Nah,
Z.
Holy shit. No, I cannot run away from this faster, bro. If I was in this room with all these girls, imagine you're the only guy. The amount of anxiety I would feel is
It's just instant.
I mean,
it's
instant-
instant panic attack. You just start thrashing and fighting people.
I mean, it's a smash and grab. It just
Yeah.
becomes a smash and grab. I'm just like, get me the fuck out of here, bro. And then they start singing and chanting and clapping, waving
That
their
is
hair.
hell. You go
That's
to
hell.
you lock yourself in the bathroom, and then there's two more that just like appear out of the shower in the bathroom.
The shower, they're like,
singing that
we're
same
trying to go
song.
Delta T, don't you? And you're like, you just can't escape. All right. I also pulled the very first clip we got of the big man himself. The Queen above 18. You remember him, right?
The king.
The king. The
Yeah,
king.
you just forgot about him, Matt.
I mean, I kind of just stopped pulling stuff because all of his videos became kind of the same. I don't know why it's not loading. Oh, there he is. This is the one. Kind of comes into frame from above.
Well, good morning, my queen.
Oh, fuck.
Time to wake up. Time to put them feet on the ground and take off running. All right, let me pull them covers off.
This is interactive. This is my
There we
favorite.
go.
You're supposed to wear a VR headset
Kiss
for
that
this one.
nice, beautiful ass of yours.
Oh my god, he kissed your
All
ass,
right,
bro.
my queen.
Oh, that just made me
Time to get
cringe,
up.
bro.
I'll go in
I
and run
physically
us a
cringed.
nice hot shower, and I'll meet you in the shower.
He's gonna meet you there.
I'll wash that beautiful body of yours from head to toe and make sure you're nice and clean to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll go get some breakfast today. We'll go out and get some breakfast.
Waffle House?
I'll see you in the shower. I love you, my queen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, is he not the best? Is he not the absolute best?
I think this goes to show, like, confidence takes you a long way.
Confidence? This man's
Yeah,
confident.
like, he's confident. Like, imagine his vibe if he wasn't confident.
It'd come off.
He pulls this off.
Yeah, no. If he was,
it's cringe and it hurts, but he pulls it off.
If he was not confident, it would be way more creepy. He'd be like, "Let me maybe take off those covers, and kiss that big, beautiful ass of yours." It'd be like kind of weird. But since he's like
starts blushing.
But
he's a stud.
Yeah, he's a stud. He knows what he wants. He wants some videos of those queens above 18. All right, here let's move on to.
I love the boobies. Keep sending the boobs.
I love the boobs. Keep sending the boobs. Love those videos of the boobs. Okay, so here's a classic one. This one was probably around July of this year. This is the classic. This is the toilet shots or toilet drink mix. Remember this?
Yeah, she cleaned it.
I mean,
pop that
I
in.
do remember that.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, this is going to be so good.
That looks perfect.
Really mush it around.
Excellent. Oh, you already emptied this
Yeah,
part.
I emptied
Great.
that part. Sour candy.
You can still see the stains in the tank.
I'm not good. I'm not good, bro.
Yeah.
This is grosser than I remember it, bro.
I can't. We can mix this.
Okay.
So she's pouring Sprite into the.
Wow. So it starts. Oh, look, it is. It's filling up.
Wow.
It's filling up.
Yeah, go ahead and just get that in there. Get some ice in the punch.
Oh, nice.
Got the punch here. One for you. Yeah.
How'd you make it? The toilet bowl punch recipe. Yeah.
I think I'm good. I think. And I'm alright.
Oh no, I cleaned the toilet before I made it.
You know, after all that, I think it still looks like a good punch. You know, like maybe just not
Do you
not
see
made
the
in a
brown
toilet.
stains? I don't know if you saw the brown stains in the tank.
Yeah. I mean, not in the toilet. Like that looks like a good punch outside of a toilet. Like, why did you need to use a toilet to do this? And she probably completely ruined that toilet. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a sticky mess. It's already clogged. I don't even know how you unclogged it. It looked like she stuffed like 8 paper towels down the. You see this?
Yeah. Well, that's just gummy worm.
Those?
Yes. Oh no, they're
No,
like
no.
cloths.
They're like cloth. Like she's just shoving cloth into a toilet just to make sure that it doesn't overfill. I like it though. I mean, it's a white thing. That's 100% a white thing.
We didn't
okay.
do that. We didn't do that in my family. That wasn't a custom.
Wait, your family never made toilet bowl punch before you went to
No.
school?
No.
Come get your toilet bowl punch. Come get your
It's
scoop.
still black.
All right. And here's a classic one from a long time ago. This is the being black applying for a loan. You remember this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still Black History Month?
I'm here to apply for a business loan.
Need somebody to front you some work for the trap?
No, I just need a loan for a business
Ah,
venture.
trying to buy back some of the block from the ops. Maybe we can get you a GAT instead. Mr. Trap Daddy, what's the business you're trying to fund?
It's gonna be an app where we're a tech startup and I'm
Grabbing
looking
them
to
texts
create
and
this-
shooting at ops. Hope nobody calls the cops. I know,
No,
you're a
that's
rapper.
not
This is
what
for
it
an
is.
album.
Like I said, it's an app. It
Oh,
helps
I've heard about this. The
compress
Compton
time
Coalition
to-
Drive-By app. Very intuitive. Are you okay with us pulling credit? What's your score off the top of your head? No, it's actually 4:30.
No, my
I
credit
know you guys
score is
can't read, but I didn't know you couldn't tell time either.
Mother.
Mr. Harlem Shake, we've got good news.
What's the good news?
You qualify for our Gangsters Paradise loan.
In God's name.
Oh, this is really
Gangsters
special.
in
It's gonna have a
Paradise
GAT
loan.
grant, gang war funds, urban warlord fees,
So
and
what?
it's going to cover spinning block.
It's not racist to laugh at that because he's a comedian. Okay. It's funny. It's a classic. That's a classic clip.
Are you allowed to laugh when Dave Chappelle says the N-word?
Of course.
I mean, usually he's making fun of white people when he does it.
That's true.
You're allowed to laugh.
One of my favorite jokes of his is he said,
"Beat capital."
He said, he's like, "Yeah, I'm vaccinated. I got the Johnson & Johnson." He's like, "I've got to say that is one of the most," and then he says the N-word, "decisions I've ever made." I'm like, that's kind of funny. I laughed. Now, am I racist for laughing at that joke? No, because he's a comedian. You're supposed to laugh at his jokes, even if you're white. All right, now let's get into this. This might be the most iconic of the year. This might be the most iconic, most quoted.
Beat capitalism. We are going to need a party that will organize working people to fight for the demands that we want and to win socialism. Thank you so much.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege. Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronoun?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Oh, Christ almighty. This country's over. This is what people are voting closer and closer towards. I mean, just absolute, just mental retardation. It's just so funny. Oh, God. Oh, God. See, look, I don't even let it get me down, because the future is going to be fun. And as long as you have a gun, it will be fun. That's my motto. If you have a gun, the future will be fun. Right? I'm not saying go hurt someone. I'm saying you can protect your house from being smashed and grabbed by potential lib-left meetings. One personal privilege before we rob this store. Point of personal privilege before the actual apocalypse happens.
Yeah. They're like, "Hey man, you got the gun?" And he's like, "Do not use gendered language."
Hey man, you have the gun? You have the gun? Please do not use gender language to address everyone. But yeah, so Nick, if the, let's say, United States...
How much do you have to care about other people's opinions of you and yourself to act that fucking retarded? You really want people to think you're the most virtuous, moral being because you have nothing else going for you. These are the kind of guys that post that shit on social media like it's the goddamn Constitution.
Yeah, they're sad individuals. This is like the only they're
like,
in.
Do you know how much?
These are the only kind of friends that they have.
You care what other people think of you so much that you're willing to go that low.
Yeah.
You're willing, and it's not even just like, "Hey, I'm trans, like call me this." It's literally like, don't address anybody by any gender language, even though you're saying, you stand up and say, "Hey, I'm a he, him." And then another guy stands up and says, "Don't say he, him." And I'm like, dude, you literally just missed the point of the thing. Like, everyone says it so they can be comfortable and do their thing.
Nick, you're missing the point. It's about you always being right and always being able to gaslight someone because you have the high ground. Right?
Right. That's the way you get ahead.
Yeah. So look, Nick, say we're having an argument over, let's say, abortion, right?
Yeah.
Now, say you're pro-life, I'm pro-choice. Or vice versa. Say you're pro-choice, I'm pro-life. And say you refer to me as a man. That, ding, 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 I just won the argument because you just used gendered language. See, that's the situation that we're dealing with in these situations. you instantly just gaslight someone and say, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" I actually identify as a them they. You know, this is so typical of your side. You don't even go far enough to take my pronouns into consideration. How can I even consider you to take the woman's life into consideration? Your argument is baseless now that you refer to me as he, him. See, this is the way these people think. It's actually so stupid. But, anyways, let's move on to, this one.
That shit hurts.
I
really hope that never comes back. I really don't want you... Every time you show me one of those things, it makes me feel bad.
Nick, you got to look. I know how you're feeling, because I used to get really depressed when I saw stuff like that. But you just have to think about it as you have to see the funny in it, because it is funny. It's Look, okay, Nick. So say
there's a point where it's funny. There's a point where you're just like, man, this is real.
I like to think about the United States and the path that we're on as a movie, right? Like, say the movie began in 2019, and say we're about halfway through, right? So, I mean, look, imagine, like, Nick, you have been watching this movie all the way up through, so you're invested in the storyline, right? But imagine me, I just walk in, and I'm catching dialogue, and it's a really poorly written storyline, and you know, Fauci's has a documentary now. It's like, but you're in the movie, so you're invested, and you're like, it's everything is super dramatic. But then from someone who just walks in, all the dialogue is funny, everything that's happening is funny. It's like you can see it because you're not invested in the story. You have to just not invest yourself in the United States of America to think about things as funny. I'm sorry. That's just that's how it is. Do you love your country, Nick?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Get ready for... Look, so in that movie, if you fast forward to the very end, all the way to the end of COVID, it's Chinese paratroopers dropping in on California. I mean, that's just what that's the end of the movie, you know? Because that's where you're going to attack first, because none of them have guns. And it'll take forever for the U.S. military to get there because they're on this other side of the country. I mean, California's going first. All right, let's get into some more clips. Nick, you look a little stressed. Are you okay?
If I'm being honest, this made me think about that, right? Limited number of life minutes. Mortality is a very big thing. We are going to die.
Mm-hmm.
We are all going to die.
Eventually.
I started thinking about my own death.
Your own
now,
mortality.
This is where it gets depressing. I started thinking about my own mortality right now. I'm going to die. What am I accomplishing? But most importantly, I'm not getting the time back that I saw that with. The time that I used to watch that, I don't get back.
I know that, but it's funny. That clip is funny. So the funny second. Okay, seconds of funny is better than seconds of not funny.
I guess. Now I'm just sad though.
All right. Well, let's try to boost your spirits with the clip that you liked from a while back. I'm sorry that video depressed you so much. I thought it was
that was fucked up.
It was funny though. It was funny. It's a funny clip. We did a whole podcast where we mocked it. Okay. Krusty Krab.
Rusty Krab. Yeah.
That shit ain't burning in your hand, bro. You just grab it right out the oven.
Nope.
So that was the clip that transitioned from the beginning of the night to the end. You had a bottle of Jack Daniels He was slamming his head on a bottle of Crown Royale. Yeah, Crown Royale.
Rusty Gray, yeah.
That shit ain't burning in your hand, bro. You just grab that right out the oven.
Nope.
It's a good one. That's a classic. Krusty Krab. First clip of this guy. I don't know if you remember this guy. He only made an appearance once, but I mean this.
Is this the perfume guy?
This is the perfume guy, yes. And this was maybe one of his most sus clips.
This is how I work right here, baby, with my green tea that gives me the cocaine-like power. But I don't take any cocaine, and I don't suggest you to take it. These are my fragrances. This is my music. I do my own customer service. And I'm ready for takeoff. Yes.
He's playing the John Wick music.
Gives me that cocaine-like energy. I've never done cocaine, and I don't suggest doing it.
He's dressed in all white.
Always.
He just looks like a cocaine guy.
I mean, he's just big into fragrances. That guy's name on TikTok is Jeremy Fragrance, if you want to find him. And he's got tons of smells, I guess. That's his thing. He does smells. We got one more. This is Fauci. If it'll load. Oh, I remembered another song that we missed was the Dr. Fauci.
Listen to Dr. Fauci.
Bring me some cheese.
That's fine.
That's fun.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that one. You sure?
Yeah.
You don't want the.
That's better left. I'm sad still.
Dr. Fauci. Okay.
People should not be walking around with masks.
Okay. This is President Joe Biden talking about Fauci. It's an edit.
Listen to Dr. Fauci.
People should not be walking around with masks.
One of the most distinguished and trusted voices in the world.
There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
Listen to Dr. Fauci.
There should be universal wearing of masks.
Listen to Dr. Fauci.
So if you have a physical covering with one layer, you put another layer on, it just makes common sense.
Listen to Dr. Fauci.
Stay 6 feet apart. With masks, you can do whatever it is that you need to do.
Listen to Dr. Fauci.
There's this new study. It found no significant difference in coronavirus spreading in schools where there was 6 feet of distancing versus 3 feet of distancing. That's one of the main hurdles to reopening schools.
Right.
Does this study suggest to you that 3 feet is good enough?
It does indeed.
One of the most distinguished and trusted voices in the world.
So that's a bit of a throwback to kind of the whole year encapsulated. You know, like there was that weird phase at the beginning of the year when it's like people were wearing bandanas and gaiters, right? Remember that? And they're like,
yeah,
those don't work. Sorry, guys.
I was one of those.
Yeah, I always wore a gaiter. That was my go-to. I would wear it around the neck and just pull it up.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
It's so easy. And then, now, masks, those masks don't work, and now you have to wear, one of the surgical blue masks, and, who knows if those are as effective as, the MDF or whatever those masks are. And now we've reached a new plane of existence where it's like, the vaccine will, whatever. I'm tired of talking about the vaccine. But yeah, that was a nice recap of some of the most fun and classic clips throughout the year. Nick, it's been fun. How do you think the year went? Isn't it crazy to think we've done a year of podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of time. Well, here's to hoping for many more. Do you have a cheers? Do you have anything you can cheers me with?
Yeah.
A water bottle. I have a ginger ale. Cheers to good content for the next 2022, as long as I'm not taken to a camp. Cheers to that, my friend. And cheers to everyone at home who always listens and or watches and or does both.
And post hateful comments on YouTube.
And post hateful comments. Shout out to you guys. I would be nothing without you. Cheers to that. I'll drink to that.
I'll have some water.
And on that, for the final time of this cycle, this season, next we're going to start season 2 of the Afromat Show. Thanks for listening.
Big things coming.
Big thing, not only big things, but small things too. I guess my dick. All right. Bye. Thanks for listening.